Hello, good afternoon. 13 Zulu here, Zulu Nation Network, Land Monster. How y'all doing? Let me just show y'all. Got that Land Monster apparel. That 13 on there, boy. Yeah, boy. Anyways, would like to talk to you today on the stimulus package and also the greatest transfer of wealth that the world will ever see. Now, if you're paying attention right now, right? If you're paying attention, this is a moment in history that you are going to be able to make money. And in my mind, you're going to have the ability to make money like you've never seen before. You know? Excuse me. Are you going to take the opportunity and run with it? Or are you going to waste it? You know, I need to clean this truck out. This thing is nasty. Anyways. At this point in history, the stimulus package that it looks like they're coming out with the second round of the stimulus package, right? So most likely that $2,000 up front and that $1,000 a month is what they're gonna push. It has to happen because too many people are out of work. Like I was reading something today, it said another 4.4 million people were out of work, right? So with so many people out of work, you got mortgages, car notes, credit cards that are not going to get paid. The underlying foundation of payments and economics and remittances are falling apart. So if that's the case, right? Let's think logically. If that's the case, right, they have to push the stimulus package and the greatest wealth transfer that the world ever seen will take place. But on top of that, that also means that the cryptocurrencies that they're working on and the cryptocurrencies that they're pushing out to society, those have to upgrade as well. Let me make sure I don't hit nobody. Leaving out from work. Anyways, you know, so think of cryptocurrencies that are gonna blow up. XRP, Tezos, what else do we have? You know, Bitcoin's having that halving that's about to come through the halving, and you know, usually every time that Bitcoin halves, the market pumps, right? Have a good night. The market pumps, so we can look at that liquidity coming in the market. Now, if you have R3, the company R3, their settlement system is XRP. So between what you got going on with the stimulus package and pushing all this more money, XRP Ripple, they just made an announcement today with R3 that they will be joining forces to sell stock. So what exactly does this mean? You know, I would assume that the liquidity pools from the NASDAQ is gonna flood into the crypto market. Now, that much capital, who knows what that much capital is gonna do, or what is that gonna look like? You know, I could just imagine what that much capital getting pushed into the market is going to look like. Man, it's hot. Even though I got air on, it's hot. But the thing with it is, at the end of the day, if you're paying attention, eat, grind. You need to, I would say, get into cryptocurrencies. Get into cryptocurrencies real heavy, super stupid heavy. And the reason I would say that, the all comes back to the greatest transfer of wealth that humankind has ever seen. They just printed $2.2 trillion and they pushed it out to society. Banks and businesses got a majority of that. The American people only got 300 billion or 400 billion out of 2.2. They could have pushed that whole 2.2 billion to society. And then, yes, things would have hyperinflated, but either which way, you're on a sinking ship. You have to close bulkheads, and some people will have to be sacrificed to save the ship. That is what it is. That's why a lot of these states, it's not that it's not that they want to open up. It's because they have to open up. They are on the verge of economies collapsing. You see what I'm saying? Economies around the country, in the United States of America, in the Caribbean, you got to realize there are a lot of nations that get a lot of money from their workers that work in the United States. So you have economies not only globally but local that are on the verge of collapse. Businesses that will never open again. That there are people who they put their whole, like I've owned a couple businesses and I still have my junk removal business and I have all my equipment paid off, but there are people who they run their business on that profit margin of being able to pay bills and pay the rent and the lights and the equipment fees and this and that. They live in that profit margin zone, and a lot of times it's airtight. You see what I'm saying? So I feel bad for them people that they put their whole heart and soul into building a business, creating an economic engine to allow the city to get tax revenue off of them, allow the federal government to receive money off of them by their efforts. And now they've killed them to the point where some of them, it's either do or die. I'm going to die from COVID, or I'm going to die because my business is not producing a profit margin. Your choice. Death by 1,000 cuts, or death by, what's that called? A buku, where you take the knife and, you know what I mean? It's death either way. It's death either way. So I think a lot of people would rather die. A lot of people would rather die on their feet than die on their knees. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Police all over the place out here. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. It was I was looking at something good was out there. Anyways, just in the comment section, right? Put how would you come up off of this, what's coming? How would you capitalize upon the fact that they're going to print more money, they're going to have the largest stimulus package that we've ever seen in human history with the next one. They're most likely going to use something called the Treasury digital dollar that I've been reading a lot of documents about. And between the cryptocurrency space coming online and then pushing all this cash and trading stocks for digital currencies, shit is gonna look beautiful and it's gonna look amazing. And I hope that you're ready for the greatest transfer of wealth in human history. Be prepared, be ready, invest. 13 Zulu here, Land Monster. Support the cause. If you want to buy some of the apparel, I'll have a link for the apparel. Also with that, I have a brokerage account for Land Monster that we're giving money away to people on the Facebook page. Figure out which Facebook page I need to use to run that. Maybe I'll run it on the Zulu Nation Network page and go from there. So, all right, God bless, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll put all the details down in the bottom, and be safe.